Yo guys, what's going on? Dominator from Ignition Hub. In today's video, we have this, a beautiful 2020 GT Mustang Premium. That's right, premium, not a normal one, not a base one, the highest trim you can get in a Mustang. And today, I'm gonna be reviewing it. All right, so starting with the front of the car, this is a 2020. So in 2018, they did a revised version. Now, this platform is called the S55 platform. It's been running since 2015. Now, what is different on the 2018s and up is the front bumper. Now, it got a little bit of hate when it first came out, the new refresh in 2018. They said the front bumper kind of looked like a catfish in a sense, and they are right. You can definitely see by the cuts and the shape of the front bumper, it kind of looks like it has gills, like as a catfish would have, you know, the whiskers and the weird cuts they have here. But as time went on and as I saw these on the road, I actually really liked it. I like the changes, and I like how it just flows together, and it's a really nice front end. It's a really aggressive end, and it's still distinctive. You still know what it is. It's a Mustang. Now, talking about the headlight housing, it's really nice. It's unique to the Mustang. I like the daytime running lights. These three strips right here, very nice lights with also the turn signal down here that illuminates an LED turn signal. And also, if you look really closely, you can see there's a vent here. Now, a lot of auto manufacturers really cheap out on their vents. They put fake vents in there, and it just makes it look ugly when you know they can just do a little bit extra and they can put real vents in there. It's not that hard to do it. And, you know, Ford, they did. These are functional, and also these are functional up here. It might not look like it, but when you open the hood up, you can see the cut through, and it does let, you know, cold air in to cool that big 5.0 Coyote engine off, which is really neat. And like I said, the front end, really nice. Now, the car, in my opinion, it's a pony car, but it's a muscle car. So when people think of a muscle car, they think of it's a big engine with a big body, it's a big car. Now, it's a pony car and a muscle car. This gets grouped in a lot with, you know, the Challengers and the Camaros, but I think the Mustang's special in a sense because it's its own car in a sense. It's a sports car. It's a fast car, it's a nimble, it's sleek. I think out of all the three that, you know, you would consider a muscle car, this is definitely the best. Even in 1964, when, you know, they first introduced the Mustang, they classified it as a pony car because it was a lightweight car. It looked nice. It had, you know, good horsepower, and it was just such a nice car to even drive. Even back then, I mean, now the 1964, it's an iconic car. It's a legendary car, and you can obviously see the legendary car in the side profile of it with these, you know, the hips. You can put a side-by-side comparison between the two cars, you know, the old one and the new one, and you can see the body. It's like an evolution of the old one, which is really cool. How they still kept, you know, the same roots of the car. This nice hip right here, this nice long panel right here with the front. It just looks so nice. Also, you got a nice 5.0 badge right here, black side skirts down there, very low swung roof right here. It's really nice quarter panel. And I'm talking about the rims. Actually, I'll come up here and talk about this one as a front one. Now, this is a GT Premium edition, so it's going to have these big 20-inch rims. You don't see a lot of Mustangs that have these big rims. Also, the calipers. Now, people think these are Brembos. Now, I'm not going to confirm or deny if they're Brembos or not. They might even look like 6 pistons, but I'm going to tell you something, they're actually 4 pistons. Now, there is the option to get a Brembo package on these, and Ford does have a partnership with Brembo in their GT500 and their GT350, and they're, you know, they're big cars, which are, you know, amazing. Their GT500, it's a beautiful car, the new one. But besides that, you can get a package of Brembos, even on the GT version, that is a package, but this one does not have it. It just might look like 6 pistons, or it might look like a Brembo kit, but they're just 4 pistons, you know, nothing crazy over here. Now, coming along to the back of the GT Mustang. Like I mentioned before, it's an evolution of the older car. It's just amazing how they brought everything together in an updated version. You know, just, you know, think about almost 60 years, you know, of time separates these two cars. You have these nice taillights back here. They are, you know, very reminiscent of the old one, how they have 3 lines on either side, you know, just very nice aggressive back end with a very nice aggressive diffuser and these huge quad exhaust tips. This is a valve exhaust. We will get into sound clips later on. The car sounds amazing. It's obviously the 5.0, very distinctive sound, and it's amazing. Nice GT badge right here. You got your backup camera right there. Very nice screen on this car, and the technology, it's lacking no technology, it's lacking no comfort. It's such a great car. We're gonna hop into the interior now and show you everything you gotta know, everything you gotta see, everything about it. right, so jumping into the interior of the car, you have this really nice key fob with the Mustang symbol on there. Really nice. Obviously, it's a 2020, so keyless entry is a thing, pops right open. Now, before I jump into the car, I'm gonna talk about the door panel. Now, like I said, it's a Mustang, but it just feels like it has so much comfort to it. This is all soft touch, this is all leather, nice stitching across here with perforated leather. You have actually illuminating lighting here with this really nice feeling door handle. I'll talk about the lighting in this car because it's actually amazing. You have your unlocks right here, you have your audio. Now this is a B&O audio system. This is upgraded off of the standard, you know, Ford audio, whatever they have in their normal speaker system. But this B&O audio system is amazing. I mean, you can turn this up to 30 maximum, it will have no distortion whatsoever in the car. Great sound system. Now the seats you sit in. Now they have a few options of what you can get. There is a Recaro version of these seats, but this is more of the premium version, so it's more comfort oriented than it is sport oriented. Now the Recaros, in my opinion, I like Recaros. I like aggressive cars, so I'd probably pick the Recaros over these. But these are amazing. You know why? They're cooled and they're heated. I mean, really doesn't get better than that, especially from a Mustang. You don't really expect that. That's what I'm saying. This car has so much comfort, you know, so many comfort features to it. You would think like it's a, you know, a luxury car in a sense. So when you first start the car up, or when you look directly ahead, you can start right up. Now you have this beautiful gauge cluster right here. You got the horse down there, you got everything you need to see up here. It's just amazing, the technology that this car has, especially, you know, for the price point and everything. Now this does have somewhat of a technology package on it, so it's going to have these upgraded gauge clusters. It's all digital. It kind of reminds me of an Audi R8. Don't get me wrong, I mean, the R8's infotainment center is absolutely amazing. You know, I can't really compare it to an Audi R8 because the price difference is insane, but it does give you just a glimpse of just how nice it is. Come a little closer, I can show you the modes in here. So there's a little switch down here, you can flip on the mode. So you have normal, you have your mode, which you can custom to whatever you need. This is a Sport Plus, so it gives you a longer tack, and then track, which is obviously my favorite. You have a full tack. I mean, you have just, it's so aggressive and it's so cool looking, unbelievable. Talking about the steering wheel, obviously, is what you hold most importantly. Very nice steering wheel. You have power shifters. Now, I'm going to get into the specs of the car. I'm going to talk about the transmission and everything you need to know. But the power shifters on this car aren't my favorite. I do not like how they feel, and I do not like how they operate. They are definitely not my favorite. I'd rather just keep the car in automatic mode, and it's just so much better. Steering wheel has everything you need on it. Your radio controls, cruise control. Now, there is something special. There is a horse. Now, if you press the horse, it brings you to a screen. This screen has almost everything you need to see on it. You have your mode, you have your exhaust mode. We will give you some sound clips later on. You have your track apps because, you know, you can track this car. It's a very capable car. And like I said, your color. This has ambient lighting everywhere in it, and you can change it. You can change whatever color. You have so many options. You know, you can go down and just customize whatever until your heart's content. It's just an amazing, you know, feature on that. So let's actually go back to the exhaust clips. Or let's go back to the exhaust so we can get some clips of the exhaust. Normal, you can hear the valves open up. So this is quiet. Now, sport and track. Now, I will do some clips of these, but I don't really know if there's a difference. I can't really tell there's a difference. The biggest difference is quiet to normal because it does have that valve exhaust, which is really nice. All right, so moving along, the infotainment center in this car is actually amazing. Good graphics, very responsive, very quick. You know, you can go through everything you really need to see. Navigation, like I said, really nice. Graphics are amazing on here. Like I said, touchscreen, you can zoom out. Now moving along down here, you have your volume controls and everything, your radio. HVAC is very nicely laid out. You can actually change the settings right here and it will pop up right there, which is cool. It'll give you a bigger view of it, of what you're doing. Like I said, heated seats, cooled seats. Cool features definitely to have in a Mustang. Down here you have all your switches, engine start stop, which is really cool. Press nice button. I like how it feels. Also, I like the feeling of these switches. These are amazing. The tactileness, if you can kind of hear. Just really cool. I like how they feel. Very, very nice. Transmission, gear shifter. Like I said, I'll get more into that when I talk about the specs of the car, but it's a 10-speed automatic. It's an amazing transmission. It's a great transmission. We'll get to that. Moving along to this, up here you have your 55-year anniversary. Like I said, Mustang's been going on for so long, and it's just an amazing car. You know, I kind of hated Mustang for a little bit, but after driving this car, it really is a great car, and I can't really knock it for anything. But you have nice trim up here, and you can get a better view of the seats down here. This nice pattern here, but the perforated leather, very nice seats. They feel just amazing, the quality of these seats. Now I'm gonna jump into the back. I'm gonna try to jump into the back. I'm not even that tall, I'm about 5'8", but we will see. We will see if I will be able to fit back there. So let's try. All right, so I'm not that tall, I'm only like 5'8", so pop that. Probably move that up a little bit. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, it got really nice Mustang branding right here. It actually lights up, which is cool. Yeah, believe it or not, I think you pull this or this. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, it's not that bad. You can definitely make this work if you need to. I won't say, you know, for long road trips, but if you got to go somewhere quick and you want to put some friends in the back, yeah, I mean, it'll work. It will suffice. So now, I'm going to be talking about the specs of the car. I'm going to be talking about the engine, the transmission, pretty much, you know, what makes this car a Mustang and what makes it such a great, you know, value. Now, this is the 5.0 Coyote engine. There has been some revisions throughout the years. Now, this engine was introduced in 2011 with the S197 chassis, all the way back in, like I said, 2011. The engines are insane. 5.0 Coyotes, very reliable engines. You can make a lot of power with them. Now, this one makes 460 horsepower, about 420 foot-pounds of torque for the 2018s and up. I mean, this is a 2020, so same power levels. Now, the 15s, 16s, and 17s, they only make about 435 and only make about 400 torque. So, you know, for a few years that, you know, it got older, it did gain some horsepower, which is nice. The older ones, though, was a 6R80 transmission, so it was a 6-speed automatic. This is a 10-speed automatic. Its nickname is the 10R80. Nothing, you know, really crazy there. But what is crazy is the power delivery with the transmission. The pair between the two, the 5.0 with this transmission, it's amazing. I mean, the car is so quick. Like I said, when you put it in power shifter mode, manual mode, I don't like it. It feels a little sluggish. When you put it in automatic, the thing just takes off. Gear after gear, it just goes, it just does not stop, and it's so smooth. I mean, people push a lot of horsepower with these, you know, transmissions and engines, and it's a reliable platform. You know, people twin turbo these, and they push them over 1,000 wheel horsepower, and the transmission is just the key factor, how it just goes gear after gear, and it's such a smooth power delivery. You know, it's just a great car. You know, the car only weighs like 3,700 pounds. Going back to the thing I said, it's a pony car, not a muscle car. It doesn't weigh that much. It's more of a sports car than it is a muscle car, and that's why I think it's kind of unique in you know, the segment of, you know, Challengers and Chargers and Camaros, because they're big, heavy cars. This is not a heavy car. It's I mean, yeah, it's 3,700 pounds, but in a sense of, you know, the performance and everything, it's a great car. I mean, I highly recommend you buying one if you're ever in the market for, you know, a sports car or anything. I mean, a Mustang. At first, a Mustang wasn't even something I'd consider, but like I said, driving it for the day and, you know, just getting to know it, it's a great car. You know, I love it, and yeah, like I said, in the market to buy one, get one if you have the opportunity to. You really won't regret it. You can do a lot of aftermarket performance mods to it, and, you know, it's a great car. So that pretty much sums up this this review on this beautiful 2020 GT Mustang Premium, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. From Ignition Hub, I get, you know, my ignition hub, like, that gets stuck on my tongue a lot. I don't know why. I heard, I was gonna say, and it has freaking A. Don't put this in the bloopers, I'm gonna kill you.